started to remember back to my adolescence and being a shy and not extremely confident young girl. And I came from a really supportive family. And I had a teacher and a coach over the course of my school years really see something special in me that I couldn't see and that was outside of my family. And that was hugely impactful. So that was the beginnings of the Brants, and giving girls an opportunity to explore, to use an explorer's metaphor, interests that they might have, and to guide them through the process to articulating a dream or an experience and opening up some possibilities for them and kind of changing their compass bearing a little.
I got this 4th place from the first show that I went to with my Anne Bancroft grant. And I also got this one.
So I was at work and got a phone call from a woman who said, I'm with your daughter and she's just been hit by a car. She spent the next 4 days in intensive care, and we were just thankful that she was alive and that things were looking positive. But unfortunately, we were facing over $100,000 in medical bills.
The first time I put Riley on a horse, I was just completely flabbergasted because she is insanely gifted, and I just kept saying, are you sure you haven't ridden a horse before? Are you sure you haven't had lessons? I mean, this is not normal.
Lisa and I were talking about showing, and we were trying to find out some way to do it. There was no possible way that we could pay for it. It's just way too expensive. So she was talking about grants and trying to find any grant we could to try to help me to show this summer so that I could get started in my riding career.
It was really fun that we got that grant, and then she was able to go to a show and to actually bring home a first place ribbon. I'm extremely proud of her. I think she's just doing a great job, and I can't wait to see, where she goes from here.
Now I know what an actual show is like, so when I'm really ready to go out there and do my best on the horse of my dreams and all of that, I'm ready, and this is what started me.
Good, that's the way. Feel how you're floating there?
The mission of the Anne Bancroft Foundation, I think, resonates with all of us, and we maybe can imagine what that was like at some point in our life when someone believed in us and said, I'm willing to help you get where you'd like to go and help you realize that dream. It's as simple as that, and that experience is transforming their lives and giving them a different path and a different future than they ever imagined before.
We went to a couple teachers and said, here's the grant, it's a Dare to Dream grant. Can you give us a couple of kids that have a dream? One of the teachers came up and said, well, we have a girl here whose dream is to run in the Olympics.
I got the opportunity with the grant to go to Kansas State track and field camp. I learned so much, how to prevent injuries. When a close friend passed away of my mom's, she passed away from cancer. That night I decided to run from LA to New York City in memory of her and raise money for the St. Christopher's Fund. It took 9 really hard months to complete it, but the grant helped me.
I went to a basketball camp. I thought it would be a really good way for me to learn how to get more confident. I live in a really small town, so everyone knows everyone, and you don't meet new people very often.
When a girl can have an opportunity that says, step up, do this, it's almost like a permission to be really good at something.
Whenever I meet new people, I'm always more confident, and I'm never shy, so I think that helped me in a lot of ways.
I like to think of myself as a possibility thinker and a visionary. And when I work and when I'm with Abigail, I get to explore that with her. So I love it when she says, I can't do that. So for example, the first week of school, I picked her up. I'm not going to be in the orchestra. I don't have an instrument. I can't buy an instrument. So inside I went, yes. Let's talk about it. Let's figure out how you can get an instrument.
I want to say thank you to all the donors have been donating money to Anne Bancroft Foundation, because you could help out these girls that can't afford, or the ones that are too shy, or the ones that are just under the radar who just don't think nobody don't notice them.
It's so vast in what girls want to do and are thinking about doing and are interested in, and I just love that part of it, that richness. It's a joy, and it's fun to hear those stories again and again and again about what happens when a girl steps out of her comfort zone a little and changes everything.